Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Quiet Correspondent. I'm so excited today because we have received our first piece of mail. We have someone who is in need of some advice, some critiquing, some opinions. As always, and before we get into the juice, the drama, the tea, like, subscribe, follow, do what you have to do. This YouTube page, The Quiet Correspondent. We are going to have a time over here. We're going to love on one another, give each other advice, hype each other up. We're going to do what we have to do because this is a community of correspondence. So we're going to jump right into it. I received an email from someone, and the email is titled, "My husband doesn't know." So that's juicy right off the bat. The letter states, "Dear Quiet Correspondent, I've been married for 12 years and I love my husband. We have two children, a beautiful home, and what most people would call a happy life. Here is the problem. 6 months ago, I reconnected with an old boyfriend on social media. At first, it was innocent. We caught up, shared old memories, and talked about where life has taken us. Now that we text every day, nothing physical has happened, and we haven't even met in person. But I find myself looking forward to his messages more than conversations with my husband. When something exciting's happen, he's the first person I want to tell. My husband has no idea. Part of me thinks this is harmless because I'm not cheating. Another part of me feels guilty every time my phone lights up. Am I having an emotional affair or am I overthinking this? Girl, you have an emotional affair. Like, you are having an emotional affair, sister. Let's get into the details. I don't think it's nothing wrong with married couple, a husband, a wife, whoever, having social media as long as it's being used properly. Number one. Number two, I don't see a problem with commenting or properly and appropriately reacting to pictures, videos, blah, blah, blah. The pictures and videos that I'm referring to are, if you have an ex and you're following them on social media and they post pictures that they just got married or that they just obtained a degree or a new job or they're posting pictures of their kids or something about family and you're liking it, you're saying congratulations, you're saying beautiful family, beautiful kids. If they ask for advice as to where to take their wife for breakfast or where to take the kids on a Saturday, you're given that type of comment, that type of verbiage. When we get to heart eyes and pictures and asking how was your day and what did you do today, and let me tell you about my day, and let me tell you about my girlfriend, and we're getting flirty, we're getting intimate, we're getting deep. That's a bit much. When I'm going over this and I read the part where you say we now text every day, that's giving me an idea in my head that we are no longer DMing and we have somewhere in this process exchanged telephone numbers. That's a no-no, sister. That is a no-no. And by no means am I judging. You asked me a question and I'm answering it bluntly. Um, because here's the thing. If roles were reversed and your husband was writing an ex and now they're communicating daily and they're checking on each other and they're no longer DMing, they're texting and phone conversations, you're going to be pissed. You're going to want to go crazy caboodles. Okay, you are going to want to snap out if you find that out. I'm sure of it. And if you're not a real reactive or real like raw person, your feelings are going to be hurt. And you're going to feel away. So let's play a role reverse type of thing. I think you will be hurt. Um, in addition, I think you need to find out why this occurred. So, what are you lacking within yourself, or what are you lacking within your marriage where um you feel as though you have to talk to your ex intimately? And I'm not saying you guys are talking about having sex or anything like that, just on a deeper level outside of the, hey, how you been? How's the family? All right, have a good life. Outside of that, why do you want that, or why are you lusting for that emotional connection? Are you missing it at home? Are you not having those conversations with your husband? Are you not getting attention from your husband? What is that? I need you to go a little bit deeper to find out specifically what are you missing, or what are you lacking, or in your marriage. I also need you to not be a little naive. When you say, we haven't seen each other, I believe you, sister. I really do. I believe you guys have not seen each other. However, if you guys are texting more and more, and now when things happen, you want to see him, or you want to tell him, you want to tell him first versus your husband. What if you get a message that says, I want to see you? Are you going to say no? Or because you're deep into this, we're going to call it an affair, emotional affair, are you going to act on it? And what if you act on it and you go, you're like, it's just innocent. We're going to go get a drink. And then that drink turns into shots for meeting up with each other. And then we had 2 glasses of wine each to chase down the shots. Then I had a Bahama Breeze, Bahama Mama, and a Mai Tai, or a Hennessy Sidecar, my fave. Patron. Like, what if that little meetup turns into something, and now you're drunk, and now you're tongue kissing in the car, and now he's ready to he's at a salute, and your waters is rushing? What are you going to do then? And then you're not going to be conscious because really you're drunk, so you're really not going to be making great decisions. You know what you're doing because you were doing this. You had some situations leading up to this by talking to him, but I mean, you're drunk. So he's at salute, you're at gushing waters. What's going to happen next? You guys aren't going to go home. Your guys are going to do the do. You guys are going to get nasty. You guys are going to get busy. And then, what if you like it? Girl, what if you get dickmatized? What if he get attached to those raging waters? What if you develop soul ties? Oh my God. This can go horribly wrong. This needs to stop right now. Have you ever had soul ties with someone and you just can't deny the chemistry and the sex? If you haven't, please stay away, especially if you're married. Especially if you're married. Because those soul ties are hard. They're hard to break. Very hard to break. Sister, I just see this going downhill fast. I really, really do. And then, oh my God, my mind is just wondering, does he have a family? Does he have a wife? Is he single? What is his, like, what do he have going on? And I don't see in here that you're happily married. What's going on with your marriage? Are you like 1 foot in and 1 foot out? Or are you just confused? Like you love your husband, you want to be with your husband, but you're just going through a little phase. What is it, sister? I need to know. You may have to send me a follow-up email. I need to know. I really need to know what's going on here. But to answer your question, I do believe you're having an emotional affair, and I do feel bad that you are having this because, you know, being connected to someone emotionally, it may be a little bit harder to break than being connected to someone physically, honestly. Um, but sister, if you want your marriage to work out, if you want to stay with your husband, I would cut this off. I would block him as quick as I can. Okay. I'm a out of sight, out of mind girl. When I'm in situations and I need to get over them, I block them out of my life. I just block them. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to see your name. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to hear you did this. I don't want my friends to tell me I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Don't tell me nothing. And I straight to my friends. Don't tell me nothing about this person. Don't want to hear it. Don't care. Until I get over it, I don't want to hear a motherfucker. What did Tokyo Tony say? Do it look like that? I give a motherfucker because I don't. And I will play that role until I really don't give a fuck. I will fake it till I make it till I really don't give a fuck. Honestly. If you want to stay in your marriage, that's what I would advise you to do. And again, I would also advise you to do some work and look deep down to see, why did this occur? Like, what are you missing in your marriage where you are seeking it somewhere else? Not saying that you were actively seeking it, but when somebody's locked down, I don't think they're going to be, they're going to keep it cordial with anybody that keeps in contact with them or reaches out to them. They're just going to keep it, high and by type situation. Oh, I'm doing good. How are you? Good. All right. Well, nice talking to you. You are taking it to the max. MAXXXXXX. And sister, this is just a little jokey joke, but in all seriousness, I would definitely find out. I would definitely cut this off. I would try hard to. Two, I would find out, do you have anything like it lacking in your marriage and your relationship with your husband? Three, do you have anything lacking in yourself? Do you feel fully confident in yourself? Are you suffering from anxiety or depression? I don't know. But there's something. And I think you have to get to the bottom of it, because if you don't, it's going to happen again. Just with another guy. I mean, or girl. You never know. So, I would get to the bottom of that, especially before you break up your home. I don't think your husband would like you, confiding in another man, having an emotional relationship with another man. Just like you wouldn't like it if your husband was having an emotional affair or confiding in another female. You just wouldn't like it. I mean, we're all human. We would feel away. You may get over it quicker than your husband or vice versa or whatever the case may be, but we're all going to feel away. You're going to feel away if your husband was talking to, look at whatever, with another female, male, whoever. So I hope that helped. I hope you got to get some advice, get some clarity. I hope you got to develop a path forward or a next step in your mind. I hope you got to have a little key, a little laugh, because I do a little jokey joke here and there. But I really do wish you the best, sister. And I think, when you got everything situated, hit me back up. Let me know what's going on. I need to, I'm actually very, very interested. I think I need a follow up. Just label it, my husband doesn't know, follow up. And we are going to follow up and chat about it. I hope you help. I hope that helped. On Thursday, we're going to be going on TikTok Live to discuss. So my community of correspondents will put in their 1-2 perspective. So be sure to log in and join in. You don't have to say who you are, but just listen in to get other people's perspectives. Because, this is my perspective. It's not the right one. It may not be the best one. It's mine. And you ask for my opinion, my advice. So be sure to log on TikTok Live this Thursday. I'm going to reread the story and the correspondents are going to speak about it. And to everybody listening, again, be sure to like, subscribe, to this YouTube page, The Quiet Correspondent. The TikTok page is also called The Quiet Correspondent. So everything is The Quiet Correspondent, The Quiet Correspondent. You know, we have to remember that because we have to get our likes up. We have to get our subscribers up. So we have to really promote this page so we can help everybody. I just want to help everybody and give fun, easy, advice to those who need it and to those who are suffering or stuck or whatever the case may be. So, thank you so much. And until the next letter, adios.